Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.
To create this transitional look, I'm going to use Colourpop's Mandalorian palette, which has some green tones and also some pops of warm tones. And I'm going to first take the peachy shade in the palette called Like a Tatooine, and I'm going to work that into my crease as my transition, and I'm going to focus most of the pigment on the outer corner of my eye, and I really want to create like a winged out effect. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to take the lid shade, the mint green in the palette, and I'm just going to start pressing that all over my lid, and I'm tilting my head back a little bit. If you have hooded eyes, this is a good way to make sure you don't have any like bald spots and that it connects to your crease color. To really exaggerate that lifted eye, elongated eye look, I'm taking the darkest green in the palette called Float Your Crib, and I'm creating kind of like a faux eyeliner and then working just the slightest amount into the like outer third of my crease. For the final step of the look, I'm going to take some liner, and I'm just bringing it about halfway across my lid, and then winging it out. This particular liner has a strange applicator, so I couldn't get the most precise application. A good hack is to take your fingernail and just slide it across and then tap out the rough edges, and you get a really sharp edge. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. And then I'm back. I have my Almay Gel eyeliner. I chose a gel eyeliner so that it wouldn't transfer. Kohl can get a little bit smudgy, and I'm just tightlining. It looks a little bit weird, but it makes a big difference. I went ahead and applied some false lashes, and now we're on to Complexion. I'm going to go with my Bareminerals Complexion Rescue because it's a very hydrating base. It's going to give me a little bit of glow. It gives a little bit of tint to correct the redness, but it's not too heavy. For concealer, I'm going in with my Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. This is a really smoothing concealer. It's a little bit on the thicker side. Just use whatever concealer you personally like. I'm going to go hard with the concealer, okay? This is a more glam look, and green tones can tend to bring out and emphasize the blue or purpley tones under your eyes and make you look more tired. So I really want to add a lot of concealer. And I'm just being goofy because my husband said I look funny, which I do. But I told him to trust the process, which is good advice for anybody who's doing your makeup and you look crazy. I'm just tapping that out with a concealer brush, and you can see that I'm also dragging up the edges to help lift the face. Again, I want to really tap the concealer in because I don't want to lose coverage. I just want to blend. I'm going in on blemishes and concealing those as well. I want a really flawless looking base. Then I'm going in with a clean foundation brush and just blending everything together. For powder, I'm taking my Covergirl Clean Fresh Setting Powder. Any tinted powder will work. I wanted something that was going to add a little bit more coverage. I'm going full glam today, guys. And I'm just pressing that in with a little sponge. And it just creates the most like airbrushed, flawless, doll looking skin. Make sure you tap out your creases before you set. Because I was looking a little bit powdery, I went in with my e.l.f. Stay All Night Fixing Mist, and I just really drenched my face, and really this is going to help your makeup last even longer, but it also helps to eliminate that powdery finish and just melts everything together. Once that's pretty much dry, I just go in with a dry sponge and tap everything in. Next step is bronzer to add some dimension back to the face. I'm just working that on my cheekbones, along my hairline, under my chin, and you know, just adding a little bit of shape back to my face since the powder kind of flattened me out a bit. This is a beautiful bronzer if you like something that's more neutral toned and gives you like a healthy, luminous finish without being sparkly or glittery. I'm doing a little bit of nose contour. I am not the best at nose contour, but I felt like my nose was looking a little bit flat and I didn't want it to be totally lost in the look. I'm also dragging a little bit of that bronzer underneath my eyes. And then I'm going in with some blush, my favorite part. I'm taking my e.l.f. Putty Blush, and this is in the most beautiful baby doll pink. And even though this is a cream blush, it works really well on top of powders. And I'm just lightly kind of blending it in with a stippling brush. It's going to look really intense at first, but then I'm going to take this clean stippling brush and go around the edges. I'm not really going on the center, I'm just literally going around the edges to diffuse the color, and I'm showing my husband right here the difference. You can see the blended side versus the non-blended side. Blending makes such a difference. Next, I'm lining my lips with the iconic Pillow Talk lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. Any pinky nude will work. And the final step is, well, not the final step, but one of the final steps is gloss. This is one of my favorites from Physicians Formula, their Diamond Plumping Gloss. It makes your lips look so juicy. And I like this gloss because it was a little bit more warm, so it helped to warm up the look a bit. I'm setting my brows with my Essence Tinted Brow Gel. And then I'm going to highlight my inner corners just to really brighten things up with my Revlon highlighter. You can use any highlighter or a bright eyeshadow, and I'm just popping that in the inner corner. And it really opens up the eyes and really exaggerates that like doll, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, look. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to drag the peachy shade along the bottom that I used in my crease, and then just a little bit of the dark green on the outer corner. I don't want to bring it in too far or drag it down too much. Finishing up with a little bit of mascara, and that is the finished look. It's the perfect transitional pop of color green from summer into fall. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys in my next one.